I'm David with ITgirl, and today we're going to explain to you some of the benefits that go along with having more than one monitor on your desktop to work with. As you can see, I'm running with two monitors. I couldn't live without running at least two monitors. For me, three is better. We're going to explain to you how the computer sees these monitors and then what you can do with them. The computer knows that you have more than one monitor. It knows that they are two full-size monitors. It knows that they are side by side, and it knows which one's on which side. In other words, your mouse will carry right across from one to the other, as well as your applications. Here I have my main monitor on the right. I have my programs available at my fingertips at all times. My start menu is down here and available for access. Carrying right into what we were saying about the computer knowing you have two full-size monitors. If I open an application, it will open at the last spot I had it when I closed it or minimized it. And here you can see that this opens directly. It knows it's a full screen application. I am installing I'm installing a program right now on this application. So we want to show you how we can move information around from one screen to the other. We also want to show you how to cut and paste from one application to the other, the new and improved way with multiple monitors. As in our example, we're going to show you a little research project real quick using some MP3 player shopping. We're open on Amazon. We're going to check out the Kobe MP3 player. That is one sharp MP3 player. I'm just going to grab that image, drag it over here and let go. Oh my gosh, there it is in my notes. Let's see, what do they say about this MP3 player? We're going to take our technical specs. We're going to highlight that. Instead of the old-fashioned cut and paste, we're just going to grab it, drag it over to our OneNote, and we're going to let go. There it is. Now, if let's say we want to switch these views around a little bit, we're just going to grab this window, we're going to drag it over, we're going to click it a couple times, it's going to open up at full capacity. We want to bring our browser back over on our left side. A couple clicks drops it down to minimize. We bring it over, we click it again, it's at full screen, or we can resize it however we want. Of course, anytime we move a window around and close out of it and come back to it to open it up, it's going to open up right in the same position that we were in beforehand. Okay, when I open an application, it's going to open up to exactly the last position and the last monitor I had it on before I closed it or minimized it. And here you can see I'm remoted in on a computer and I'm doing some maintenance and I'm monitoring that. Now while I'm monitoring this, I can also have open, and you'll see when I open this application, my OneNote, it opens to exactly where I had it before I had closed it earlier. I have my notes on what I'm doing over here on my main monitor. I have my notes open here in my OneNote, keeping track of what I'm doing, any references that I need to refer to while I'm doing my maintenance. On top of that, I can open up my my email. I can monitor my inbox while I'm working on my remotes, while I'm keeping track of my notes. If I need to open up a browser to reference something that I'm doing on a computer while I'm in flow, and then I can carry information over from one monitor to the next into my notes. into my notes just by clicking and dragging. Okay, so for instance, while I'm doing my remote maintenance here on this computer, if I come across a situation where I need to reference something on the internet, I can go ahead and open whatever application. I can browse around, so this is just on top of the other application that's already running. When I find something that I need to carry over into my notes or utilize, I don't have to cut and paste anymore. I simply click it, drag it over to my notes, and let go. Isn't that slick? Now then, this is in my notes. I can come back, I can re-reference what I'm doing on my maintenance. My notes are kept up to date. Everything flows as I go from one application to the other.
One of the things that we do throughout our days, we receive information by email and we have to put that information into other programs. I'm quickly going to show you how I can take an email that came in with some important information. I'm going to highlight the information here. I'm going to open up Microsoft Word by clicking my little W in my taskbar, and you notice that Word opened automatically on my right hand side. So we're taking the information from the email and we're dragging it over to Microsoft Word, release. That's it. I now have all the information that I need to go ahead and edit and modify accordingly in my Word document with just the swoop of a click and drag. It's that easy. Hi, I'm Joy Beeland with LA ITgirl. David just showed you how he can be productive with 2 monitors, and I wanted to show you how I work throughout the day at our office with 3 monitors. I could be an overachiever, but let's take a closer look. One of the things that really makes me more productive is having all of the applications I use the most open on my screens to work on throughout the day. One of the reasons that's so important for me is that as I open email requests that are coming in, I need to be able to reference automatically what my schedule is so that I can schedule the requests with the priority that they deserve. Having both my email and my scheduling side by side is a really productive enhancement for me. On the left hand side, you'll notice that this monitor is set in portrait mode as opposed to landscape. Having it in portrait mode allows me to see a complete list of all of our very lucky business clients in one view without having to constantly scroll up and down. If you go over to my right hand monitor, you'll notice on this side I have QuickBooks and I have Internet Explorer open, so I can do the research and the troubleshooting that I need. I can answer questions regarding our billing and our services. I can reference my calendar. I have constant availability on my email inbox. And I have our line of business application, which we use in supporting our clients. So I actually have 5 active programs running at one time, all available on the Windows. Now the cool thing about Windows 7 is that if you wanted to move one of these windows to another window, it doesn't matter if it's full screen. You can click at the top of the bar and just drag to any other window to move that over. If you move it over towards the top edge, it's automatically going to resize to full screen without having to find the little minimize and maximize icon that you normally have to look for. So again, this is a full screen window that I have right now on this application. I'm simply going to click, drag it over to the other window, and it goes full screen to full screen on 2 different monitors with a click and a drag motion. David showed you how you can click and drag by taking information from one program and dragging it into another. I just want to make sure you understand how easy it is to move the programs around on your screens. And of course, one of the most favorite things that I know in working with dual monitors is that once I have it positioned exactly as I like, I can exit a program, come back over to my start menu, click the program icon in my start menu bar, and it automatically opens right back up to exactly where I had it. So I don't have to start my day by opening all my windows and positioning them where I want them. They automatically open that way for me. If you think this would be useful for you and your employees, give us a call, let us know. It's very inexpensive to implement multiple monitors on the workstations nowadays, and there's no reason not to be doing it. The most important thing you should know is once you have more than one monitor on a workstation, going back to only one monitor is going to feel like you're crippled. You won't believe how much faster you can work. Thanks for your time today.